and it will be the Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup. Second race in this category, a category that's been dominated by Anish Damodar Shetty in the pro category and Brian Nicholas in the amateurs category. Jorin Varisa has impressed, and so has Navneet along with Kayan Zubin Patel. It will be similar faces in the front three with Anish Damodar Shetty, Navneet along with Kayan Zubin Patel locking up the front three on that start grid. Ready, just about 5 minutes away from the start of this race, a 10-lap race in the Chequered presents a Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup. It's a mix of pros and amateurs, a grid that has a mixture of 12 professionals and 12 amateurs. We'll talk more about that, but first we are going to Raman, who is on the racetrack, to catch up with the riders.
Thanks a lot, Karthikeya. Well, I've got Brian here with me. When you talk about the amateur category, he's the man who's leading the pack. It's a mixed grid, so you see him on the second row. But when you talk about the amateur category, he's the man that everyone's been gunning for, including Joe, including Kabir, including everyone else in the amateur category. But I have to say this, that you've really been matching the pace with the pros. In fact, bettering the pace than some of the pros this season, Ryan.
Yes, that is the agenda and that's the target. So we are here to learn and to improve ourselves. So this is the result of that.
What do you come into a race with in terms of a mindset? When you're on the racetrack, I know your family comes in and they pray for you. We've had that conversation earlier. But they feel the jitters. But what about you? What's your mindset like?
Yes, I too get the jitters. I'm also a normal human being. So jitters are there. The excitement is comparatively more than the jitters. So I'm always excited to race with the best in India. It gives a great amount of pleasure as well.
Absolutely, it does. But I'm sure, as they say, you know, carbon turns to diamonds when it's put under pressure, which is what you've done very well this season. Go well.
Thank you, sir.
As Brian, for you, since I've touched upon this point, I don't know whether our camera can go that far. There's a man here on the grid that I'd like to highlight, and that's Joring. Joring, as far as the amateur category is concerned, just a quick reminder to all our viewers, you look at the numbers on the bike. When they're in red, they're classifying the amateur riders on the grid. The numbers in black tell you that they are the pros. But these amateurs, don't take them by their word, amateurs. They're really giving the pros a run for their money, as is Joe.
So today I'll try for, I'll just see him first few laps, and then the way he did the previous round, I'll try something new. So let's see if that works.
You know, there's always a battle between a battle or within a battle. There's a battle going on between these two. We just spoke with Brian. I'm talking to Joe. These two have had a battle going on between them in the amateur category all through the season.
He's very good, and let's see what happens while racing today. So I'll try. He's really doing through all this race. Like, even if I'm in front, he always, see me, what I do, and the last moment he always overtakes me. So let's try something new today.
Try something new that he doesn't have an answer to. Go well in the race, Joe. Well, we've got limited time before the start of the race because the 5-minute board has just been brought out. You can actually take a look right there. It's a 10-lap race, 5 minutes before the start of this race. So we're going to try and walk across very quickly and talk to the man who's going to be right at the pole position. We'll come around here and have a quick chat with our pole sitter overall, a man who's no stranger to this position. No stranger to winning races, Anish Damodar Shetty. Anish, quick chat. You've been maxing it this season. What's the secret to the success?
I mean, I've been putting a lot of effort back home to see that I'm physically and mentally fit to get the best out of what I can, and that is showing the results. I had a little bit of setup issues yesterday, but we fixed it today, and I feel pretty confident, and I'll be going all out for this race.
Well, we've go well for the race today. We've seen this time and time again. I'm going to try and quickly hop across, have a quick chat with Navneet, who's here. Navneet's given Anish a run more often than not, and these three in that front row have had a bit of a battle, a mini battle between them. I hope the finger's holding up.
Yeah, the finger is fine. I'll try to do what I did yesterday, but in a positive way and in a more consistent way, so that we'll be there in the top step.
Go well today. We've got the 3-minute board coming out very quickly. I'm going to have a quick chat with Kayan Zubin Patel. He's on P3. Kayan, all the best. You've had a couple of close runs. Let's hope this race goes well for you.
Thank you so much. But this race is going to be even more fun now because it's going to be. I'm going to attack now because enough of defending now. It's time to attack.
Well, you're on a PA system. You've given out your strategy. You're going to attack. The bike engines are kicking in. It's the Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup race that's just about to get underway. It's over to you guys in the commentary box.
Thank you, Raman. It's a full grade at the Chequered presents Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup. Very quickly, we'll talk you through the grid. It's the usual suspects who are in the front three. Anish Damodar Shetty starting at P1. Then you got Navneet Kumar at P2. Kayan Zubin Patel, who said enough defending, I'm going to attack, starting at P3. Vivek Pillai at P4. Brian Nicholas at P5. Amal VP at P6. Joring Virisa at P7. Varun Patil at P8. Then you got Seshadri at P9. Anish Sampson at P10. Then you got Kabir Sahoj at P11. Saran Kumar at P12. Then you got Kabya Boro starting at P13. Brendan D'Souza at P14. And Rishabh Gala at P15. Saurav Day starts at P16. Then you've got Swapnil Dixit at P17. Shyamlal Das at P18. Soham Khane at P19. Karan Arora will start at P20. Ashish Patel at P21. Pradeep starting at P22. Rajkumar at P23. And Revadhar all the way back, the back of the grid on P24. 10 laps of RE Continental GT Cup action coming your way in just a moment. First, we will have the formation lap, and once that's done, we will have the race. There is a little bit of a slight drizzle that started to come down, and as I say, that the sun then again peaks out. So that's how it has been throughout the weekend. It's sunny, then it's raining, then it's sunny, but the only constant, the only common factor, it is always windy here in Coimbatore. So off they go for the formation lap. Joining me once again in the comm box, my friend Solomon, back from his prize distribution duties.
It's can be quite nervy, but don't we love doing this? It's lovely to see the Reds that just go onto the track again. The old school retro bikes, which has been upped up by modern mechanics to get those wind speed up, get those throttle up. Bike number 2, Anish said it's a dream to see him on the track again. The way he's able to carry himself. Red bikes all the way through down into turn number 14 and 15. This is where some of them will dangle, some of them will not. I would like the wind speed to pick up a little bit more because there was a little bit of slight shower, slight drizzle as far as turn number 7 and 8 is concerned. But that is not going to go away because the wind just drives away the clouds over from the track.
Well, it is sunny again. We've got Raman back in the box. It's never easy to keep Solomon happy.
Absolutely. I'm just wondering, he wants more wind speed out there. He wants my hat to blow off. I've been having a hard time keeping it on. Your hats are missing because I am the one who stole them. And I am on record again. We were actually trying to find out where do you buy your wonderful hats from. It's very nice, by the way. Bike number, trying to weave a little bit, get as much number of temperatures again. We are tensed and so are they.
Looking on eagerly for a good start for their respective team members. It will be Anish Damodar Shetty starting at P1. There you have Vivek Pillai in the center of your screen, bike number 7. Vivek starts at P4. And then you've got Brian Nicholas starting at P5. That's a battle in a battle itself in the amateurs category between Brian Nicholas and Joring Virisa. And then you've got Kabir Sahoj also in the mix of things, although he's not in the front 2 rows. So he's got his task cut out. And there you see coming through the middle, that is bike number 1, Navneet Kumar. And on through the sides, bike number 2, Anish Damodar Shetty. Looking on once again very, very eagerly. Who's going to get it done? Who's going to have that good start? Which is very important here.
So then Aniseri brings his bikes towards the start line, towards the end, although on P1. So then, let's go for it. We are racing at the Curry Motor Speedway. Aniseri goes up. There's one wide that went up almost like a wheelie. Aniseri has a good start. Navneet still with Kayan Zubin Patel. Much better start this time around. Bike number 1 comes on the outside. Should be able to attack Aniseri immediately. But it is Aniseri back in the lead. And he knows how to do it again. Couple of bikes coming together again. No harm done. We have have come unscathed from turn number 1 whereabouts to taking it up to turn number 3, up to turn number 4 now. Anisetti, the man to beat, but he's already been challenged. Kayan Zubin Patel up to position number 2.
Well, he said straight away, kind enough for defending. I'm going to attack, and it seems that he's made up his mind. He's dropped down to third for a moment. He is in third. It is Navneet in second, and Anish Damodar Shetty who's leading the race at the moment. And it was very close. The back end on that corner number 1, a couple of bikes coming very close to each other. But fortunately, no mishap, no incidents, and it's a clean start.
Ani said he was able to get away only because Navneet Kumar was challenged by Kayan Zubin Patel in the start itself. Everyone counting their nerves and maybe clipping onto the nails. We may not have nails left by the time the Royal Enfield finish the number of laps again. So then, Anisetti going to cross the line as he begins lap number 2. Close on company is Navneet Kumar and Kayan Zubin Patel. But Kayan is going to be attacking. Vivek Pillai is also close enough again. Now they come into batches of 4s and 5 again as the race settles into itself. Into turn number 1, diving it down up to the last one. Good news, as we were looking about, the man who was involved in an accident yesterday, they're all fine and ready to race. Brandon Das just making up the back of the grid there.
Well, it started with Raivadhar there yesterday where he had that little tumble, and then all the bikes coming behind him. Three of them, in fact, the end of the race for them. But it's all well. That ends well. They're all back on the track, all racing. So that's always a positive news. In the meantime, it is Anish who continues to lead the race. That battle going on between Brian Nicholas and Joring Varisa in the mid-pack as far as the amateurs are concerned. That will be something very interesting to see. And also, maybe a little couple of more laps down the line, we'll see if Kayan Zubin actually does attack. If he waits for his opportunity, I think he'll wait for the first half of the race to go, be in the mix in the top 3, and then the moment he finds his opportunity, because he's putting a bit of pressure on Navneet Kumar straight away.
I was asking Kayan Zubin yesterday, what is it that you possibly need to do? And he was straight up. He said, I need to hurry my rival into a corner. Hurry them so that they are able to make that mistake there. So he's doing exactly that. And in that bargain, Navneet was able to get the fastest lap in the previous lap. But right now, the fastest is Anisetti, 1:17.363. These times are going to disappear.
And if we talk about the amateurs category, it is Brian Nicholas who leads Joring Varisa, and it's Kabir Sahoj who is in third as far as the amateurs are concerned. And these are the pros on your screen now. The battle intensifies. Navneet on the inside makes his move and takes the race lead. Will Anish make it again? Yes. Oh my word, what a race. You give the race lead away and you snatch it back. It's like he never had that race lead there, Navneet Kumar. This is terrific recovery from Anish Damodar Shetty. But hang on, it's not the only and the last time we're going to see this happen. These front 3 are peeling away and are having a right battle. That's where Anish once again on the outside, a little faster on that turn, takes his lead back.
I think where Navneet made that overtaking hard work, he didn't expect Anisetti to take that different line to come over, but it's still not over. It's Navneet Kumar back into the lead. Anisetti still, look at the way Kayan is going on the inside, outside, left, right. Has a look again. They are having a very good laugh there because they know this is an absolute spellbound race. Anisetti back into the lead again. You are able to take advantage of the road, letting the rider go ahead and take advantage there. Navneet Kumar now going to get challenged by Kayan. He is trying to look for an inside. There is no space there again. Three of them taking the fight all to the finish line. 3 laps already done. We are into lap number 4.
Something similar we saw in the Levelis Cup as well earlier when the front 3 were just about under a second close to each other. The front 2 had it. The third one just kept on coming. And then that little mistake by the front 2 allowed the third, that was Zipan Datta, to take the race win. While Kayan will be hoping that happens here, although Anish and Navneet, they've got their strategies clear. So it's all-out attack by the front 3.
Unusual of Anish Sethi to look back for a very long time because he wants to check that is he fighting only Navneet or is he also fighting Kayan. He realized he's fighting 2 folks, so he's got to defend and attack at the same time and put that pressure back again. So then, it is Anish Sethi number 1. It's Navneet Kumar at number Kayan at number 4. It's bike number 7. Vivek Pillai at number 4. Amal at number 5.
Brian at number 6, Joring at number 7, Danish at number 8, Varun Patil at somewhere between Anish Sethi and Samson at number 9. We have two Anishes on the track. One is Anish Sethi and one is Anish Samson, who's in position number 9.
Kabir Soch has dropped down till 12th now, so a couple of places lost by him, but he is still in the mix as far as the top 3 in the amateurs category is concerned. Anish continues to lead, but now it's Navneet who's taken the race lead away, going slightly wide there. Kayan Zubin Patel attacking a bit too much, is he? Well, he said he will attack, and that's how it's turned out. Now that battle for the amateurs, bike number 16, Brian Nicholas, and bike 18 of Joring Virisa. They're having a right go at each other, like the front 3 here in Navneet Kumar, Anish Damodar Shetty, and Kayan Zubin Patel. It is Navneet who at the moment leads the race, but as we move into the final 3-4 laps, that's home territory for Anish Damodar Shetty. That's when he generally makes his moves, gets more aggressive, gets the opportunity, and takes the race lead. Will that happen? Will history repeat itself? You'll just have to wait and watch out.
Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup, the R650 presented by JK Tyre. From the tech on the bike to the tires, from the making the machines go faster, even the sprocket from 16 to 14, there has been a lot of race dynamics that have come forward to make these bikes go faster, and these riders have responded to that call. What a contest we are getting over. But I would like to give the first credit to Kayan, because he was the one who pushed Navneet Kumar to that extreme. He's got the fastest 1:17.081. He is the fastest man on the track, and now trying to break away from Anish Sethi. Not easy to break away from Anish Sethi, who spends a lot of time with these bikes.
Well, it seems, he's on his back and he's almost there, just trying to make his move, but in the end he's holding back. Kayan Zubin Patel will do well to keep up with these front 2, because these two are just racing away. Now it seems Kayan is about good second or so behind. That's the battle that's on your screen. Anish Damodar Shetty chasing Navneet Kumar to try and get his race lead back. These two are very, very close. That's the race control room.
Well, it's Sunny, there is Hari, there's Reoman Banaji, there is Amit Jigan Shri. We also have SP Batina, the man who had taken on the Isle of Man, and they're watching on. The top 3 have the best 3 lap times. Anish, the fastest, was now he's taken away the fastest lap away from Navneet Kumar. Kayan has to take advantage of this now.
All the pressure from Anish Shetty is just under 1.197 seconds behind. That could change very, very quickly. That's the battle in the amateurs with Brian Nicholas and Joring Virisa. Now you got bike number 9. That's Amal VP chasing Varun Patil. That's little battles all through that racetrack. That's Hari saying in the background, watching Mr. Syal as well, SP Vidina, all having a close eye. That's things are happening on that racetrack. Bike number 7, Vivek Pillai as well, trying to move up a few places, but it is Navneet who maintains the race lead. And now you can see Navneet and Anish Shetty have just peeled slightly away from Kayan Zubin Patel, who's about a second or so behind.
Well, SP Batir is also possibly saying, boys, just bring that bike in one piece. Don't give me too many repairs. He's not a big fan of wheelies and burning some rubber. And that's some tension out there. That's how the race officials watch every part of the track. And anything where you're talking about a racing incident or trying to block, it's already watched again. Anish Sethi, the fastest on the track, 16.806. He's challenged by Navneet Kumar, but Anish still able to hold on. Kayan has to make sure that he's able to catch up on the gap again. But credit to him, he stayed with the top 2 all through there.
Well, that's the end of the race, it seems, for bike number 26. That's Saran Kumar, who comes from Thalassery. Well, he's a heavy bike. Now that battle between the front 2 continues. Anish has taken the lead momentarily, but Navneet Kumar is not going to let him go. Can Anish make it? Yes, he has. On the inside, takes that race lead, and Navneet drops down to second. This is a battle. This will go right till the very end. We are in Anish Damodar Shetty territory. Final 3 laps. This is where he generally makes his move, takes the race lead, and keeps it. So that's not good news for Navneet, although it's nothing, absolutely nothing to choose between the two. They're so close to each other. This is going to be very, very intense. Running into the back markers now.
Personal best for Navneet Kumar, so he is also among the fastest. The fastest man on the track is Anish Sethi. The second fastest is Navneet. So 1 and 2 are your fastest. 3 bikes on your frame. Here we go, folks. And this is where it's going to really go south now.
And you've got a back marker in that. Remember when you said 3 bikes in the frame, one of them was the back marker, one of the amateurs on the grid. I think that was Soham Kane, who's been overtaken by the 2 race leaders. So Soham's actually a lap behind Anish Damodar Shetty and Navneet Kumar. Just reminding all our viewers, when you're looking at these professional bikers, the way they're handling these Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup bikes, these angular turns being taken at an angle, dipping into a corner. Remember, these bikes weigh around 200 kgs. Around 200 kgs, I repeat again. To handle the bike like this, on a corner like this, with the kind of speed that they go in and out of the corner at, it's credit to their physical fitness and the amount of training that they've put in before the race or before the season.
So we were also talking about wonderfully put, because the kind of racing dynamics, the kind of work the tuners have done to build these bikes to get them race ready from the street to the track. We are now getting ready on the penultimate lap now to moving into the last one. It's hammer time. Can Navneet Kumar make it count? Can Anish Sethi hold on? This is the moment we've got to look at it. Bring out the cameras on the finish line, because the last lap approaches. He comes close to the line. Navneet Kumar has to get to turn number 1. He doesn't. He's able to block him this time. Masterly done. Now, Anish Sethi will be able to take advantage of that. He's going to take the right-hander. Navneet Kumar is going to come back on him very, very closely as he tries and takes him on that line again as they get through. This is a very good battle that we got to look at now. Navneet Kumar attacks now.
This is terrific from Navneet and terrific from Anish Shetty. 2 times the leads have changed in the 2 corners, but it is Anish who continues to lead. And how Raman said, going into those corners at that speed, I'll just say parental advisory, don't try this at home. This is some serious business, very heavy bikes, and the way these guys handle it, it is an absolute credit to all of them. It is Anish Shetty coming through that final couple of corners of the final lap. He continues to lead. What a race! What a race we've had. We've got Navneet Kumar in second, still chasing him down, hoping to chase him down onto that final corner as we come through that start-finish straight towards the checkered flag. Kayan Zubin Patel, unfortunately, will have to settle for second as they come through that straight. Is that going to be a photo finish? It's very close, but it is Anish Damodar Shetty who takes the race lead and the race win. Navneet Kumar finishes second, and it's Kayan Zubin Patel who takes third overall. Meanwhile, in the overall, that's the overall standing. It will be very interesting how the amateurs have finished. With regards to the amateurs, it is Brian Nicholas, Joring Varisa, and Kavya Boro who's gone on. In fact, Kavya Boro, we will get that confirmation in a moment or so. But what a race, and what an effort from Navneet Kumar and Anish Damodar Shetty. Well, the confirmation is coming. It's Kabir Sohoch who's finished third in the amateurs category. Kavya Boro's dropped down to 4th or 5th.
In all the races of Anish Shetty in the Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup, this was one race he was truly challenged. He was not only challenged by Navneet Kumar but Kayan Zubin as well in the start. Kayan Zubin Patel made sure Navneet Kumar was able to get that moving. Now, it's those initial sparks that you really put in the pressure that really puts in how the race really formulates towards the end. Anish Shetty clearly challenged, but Navneet Kumar has to settle for the second. He is celebrating. It was 3 times in the race where Navneet watched Anish Shetty look back to find out where he was really taking it the way. Bike number 25, literally Karan Aroha just giving him a thumbs up. He really acknowledged what a rider, what a talent. One word, this man is an amazing CrossFit athlete, and he's really put it out there again. Why is he so fit? The word is CrossFit.
Well, I'd like to remind you what I said, Solomon. You're talking about fitness. It's not something that goes very well, to be honest. But, well, credit where it's due. This is terrific from both, not just Anish Shetty for winning the race, but the way Navneet Kumar pushed him till the very end, the way Kayan Zubin Patel tried to catch up with the 2, and eventually giving us a fabulous race Navneet Kumar finishing and settling for second. Kain Zubin Patel did attack as he promised, had to settle for third. And it's Anish Damodar Shetty who takes the checkered flag once again, goes on and takes the race win. And in the professional category, meanwhile in the amateurs, it's Brian Nicholas, followed by Joring Varisa and Kabir Sahoj. A little prayer. Once again, he does that before the start of the race as well. He does that when he goes on to win the race as well. That's Anish Damodar Shetty. Absolutely terrific. What a race we've witnessed. And like you said, I think this is probably the first time we've seen Anish challenged so hard, so close, and well, becomes very, very interesting. And what a spectacle we've just witnessed.
You know, Anish Shetty is really feeling the nerves here again, and this is what we want to come to the racetrack for, to watch these action from Navneet Kumar, Kayan Zubin Patel, and even Vivek Pillai at the start. But then Anish Shetty had to, what we saw, at least looking back 3 times, to watch where Navneet Kumar and where even Kayan Zubin Patel is. This is what a contest is all about. He was challenged, and that's what makes this contest so beautiful. Welcome to the 28 JK Tyre FMSA Racing Championship. This is the Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup. And here is your victor, Anish Damodar Shetty.
Well, after all that intense 10 laps of racing, he can now actually afford to smile because of the way he's performed on that racetrack, on that bike. Raman said very, very heavy, close to 200 kilograms, going in with all that effort in, and eventually taking the checkered flag home. Was challenged very, very hard by Navneet Kumar. At that point of time, it was Navneet who was leading the race. Then Anish would retake the lead, then lose it, then retake it. The leads exchanged hands so many times. But at the end, where it mattered, crossing the checkered flag, it was Anish Damodar Shetty who did it first, with Navneet second and Kayan third. Now that we've had the race, we'll go over towards where the riders are as Raman catches up with them after the race.
Well, another race win for Anish Damodar Shetty, but they aren't coming easy for sure. This was again a battle that went down to the wire between you and Navneet, Anish.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough battle for both of us, and I got a little lucky with the black marker being in place. Fortunately, he was in the right point at the right time in the last lap, and I took a benefit out of that and tried to run away. But nevertheless, Navneet rode very brilliantly and gave a good fight. We really pushed each other, exceeding our limits of how we can go as well. Overall, good race. We have one more to go in next 1 hour. So go reset and come back again.
Go well for that one.
Thank you. Cheers.
You know, they always say where there's a winner, there is a challenger. And the story gets written better when the challenger is as good as Navneet is, because really that's why the battle is taking on legendary status between you and Anish, because of the kind of riding skills that we've seen from you.
I was comfortable today more than yesterday, but I got stuck with the back marker, just the last lap and the back straight, so there was no drive coming out of C4. So that created a lot of gap, like 10 bike gap, which I couldn't close. And I could have made a move, but that would be like toe to toe, and it would be dangerous for him also and as well as me. So I just settled for P2. It's very hard, you know, battling for 9 laps, and last lap, due to external factors, you are pushed to P2, and that's a hard pill to swallow. But we have another race coming up in 1 hour, so I hope I'll be even more in a better form.
Part of being a champion is part of being responsible, and I think you've shown that intensity and the responsibility, Navneet. Credit to your racing skills and the way you're fighting.
Thank you so much, and please watch race 3 also. Yeah.
Of course we will, thanks to the battles that we've seen on the track. Well done. He finishes second in the pro category. Does Navneet are going to have a quick chat with Kayan Zubin Patel. Kayan, you were aggressive, you said it before the start of the race, and you pretty much went from get-go.
So I was at it from the start. I was very confident about, you know, fighting with these guys till the last lap. But unfortunately, I faced some problems where I lost the lead also. They made a gap on me, but it's okay. There's still one more race and we can fight back stronger.
If there's anything that you'd like to do differently in this race than what's happened actually on the racetrack technically? Or would you be able to identify or say something went wrong that you could have rectified or could have done better?
So I have noticed that whenever I think of, attacking in a race, that time I usually tend to, mess up my lines and sort of things like that. But yeah, like I did right now also, I messed up my lines. I became too hesitant to overtake these people. But I would rather go in the next race with the defensive way which I go, because I'm better in that way.
Well done. Still, you finished third in the pro category in this race. Wishing you well for the next one.
Thank you.
Cheers. We talked about this being a mixed grid where the amateurs and the pros race together. We talked to the pros. Let's talk to the amateur category where this man's made a habit of winning. Brian's here with me once again. Congratulations on a good race.
Thank you. I am actually very, very grateful for this race. I made it to the finish line. I had two crazy high slides which I almost crashed, which is C2 and back in C8, chasing Vivek. It was the most intense race of my life so far, I could say that. And I would like to thank all the persons who are responsible and who started this event, as well as who is doing this on a weekend, right from sanitation workers, the marshals, and the race instructors, stewards from Tyre, as well as Royal Enfield. The actual persons who are putting their weekends here instead of spending their family time at home. That sacrifice, I would like to thank them. So thank you all for this wonderful contribution.
As someone who says, I've got to acknowledge the effort of the entire ecosystem that's put this event together, working behind the scenes. Mark of a true champion. Well said, Nick. Brian.
Thank you, Rohan.
That's my son's name. Well done. Great. Joring, again, another of those races where there was a battle that was on and you had your chances against Brian. In a bit, the way you tried to catch up with him.
I really had a chance, but then, he's very good in defending, so unfortunately I couldn't.
But you look back at the race, anything that you'd like to do differently?
I would like to fight, more in different way. Like I would just go into him. So let's see.
Well, hard luck today, but wishing you well for the next race. We'll have a quick chat with Kabir Sahoch as he comes up. Once again, it was that last lap that made a difference. Got you back to finish third in the amateur class.
So I got overtook by Saran and Kaibo. I don't know what was I doing, and something like I didn't feel the bike was right. So my pace was not there. So I got overtook by them, but I was chasing them. One by one, both of them crashed and gifted me a podium. So thank you, both of you.
Well, a lot of times you've got to stay in the race to actually finish the race and make it. That's what's happened as far as you're concerned.
Yeah, that's about it. You got to be there in the race to win it.
Well, maybe there's a takeaway there for some of the others. Congratulations on a podium finish, Kabir. Once again, that's what we have from this holding area before all the riders head towards the presentation area. It's back to you guys in the commentary box.
Now, back to the highlights of the race. We've just seen it in the RE Continental GT Cup. It was Anish Damodar started at pole position, and very quickly he went on through that first corner to take the race lead. He's closely followed by Navneet Kumar and Kind Zubin Patel. Was Pillai as well in the mix of things, but very quickly you could see the front three peeling away. That battle between the amateurs in the mid-pack between Brian Nicholas and Joring Varisa as well. What a race we just witnessed. The front three absolutely tearing apart. Look at that. The front four had moved, peeled away from the rest of the crew, and very quickly you'd see the front three then peeling away from the rest. That's on your screen, bike number 9. And that was Amal VP. He was also involved in the top 10 throughout the race. You had Vivek Pillai, the lad from Chennai, in the top 4 as well. This is the time when you had the front three peel away. There's a lot of pressure from Kind Zubin Patel, who's in third on Navneet, as Anish Damodar Shetty had the race lead. was looking completely in control, but Navneet had other ideas. Came in on the inside, momentarily took the race lead, and he said, "Nope, not on my watch." And he took that lead back once again very, very quickly. But see, the front three was not even, all of them under a second. The front three close to each other, very, very tight. And he looked behind it, Anish Shetty, just to see if it is just one person behind him or if he's got two hot on his heels. And eventually found out that it's not just Navneet, it's Kayan Zubin Patel as well, who was very close and right there, right behind him. Look at that, all the front three. Then you had bike number 7 of Vivek Pillai coming in. So the front three had peeled away easily. And this is now coming through, and this is when Navneet Kumar had taken the race lead, and it was looking very comfortable. Although you can never count out Anish Damodar Shetty, he would go on and challenge. That's exactly what he did. Continued to put some pressure, a lot of pressure on Navneet. Kayan Zubin Patel by this time started to just drop a little as the battle between 1 and 2 continued for first and second. The battle between Navneet Kumar and Anish Shetty continued, and it was looking like in the remaining last 3 laps, 4 laps, it would continue to be that way. Will Navneet be able to defend? And there you can see, crossing the back marker, bike number 24 of Soham Kane, very conveniently, or both of them just moved past him. You can see bike number 3 in the background. That was Kayan Zubin Patel. But this time we had Kayan drop about good 2.5 seconds, and the challenge came in from Anish Damodar Shetty, and we know Anish, this is his territory. The final 2-3 laps, he then makes his move, gets the race lead, and then he continued to keep that till the very end. Although it was not as easy as it sounds. He was absolutely under pressure. He was going hammer and tongs, was Navneet. That was a very, very close finish as Anish took the checkered flag. Navneet came in second, and Kayan Zubin Patel taking in third in the pro category. Celebrations had begun for Anish Shetty, making it a full house. All races win for him in the amateurs category. We had Brian Nicholas, Joring Varisa, and Kabir Sahoj taking the wins.
They've come from the future to change the way we drive.
JK Smart Tyre, buddy.
Back with the live pictures, and we'll start off with the amateurs prize distribution ceremony. It is Aspley Vathena, the team manager, GT Cup, who will hand over the trophies. Third place finish for Kabir Sahoj. Joring Varisa from Umrangso taking away the second spot. Well, he did say that he will try and get a race win, but it's never easy to get better of Brian Nicholas, who once again takes the winner's trophy home with him. Another terrific performance from Brian Nicholas, very well challenged by Joring Varisa, and a brilliant last lap from Kabir Sahoj, making him come in the front three, the top three in the Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup Amateurs category. They will come together for a quick photo. So Brian Nicholas continues his perfect record. All race wins for him so far. Joring Varisa has continued to be second in all the races. Kabir Sahoj has made that third place of one of his own, and he would hope to climb onto second, maybe climb onto third. And well, he's left his cap behind. Oh, he's remembered to take it back. So that's the amateurs presentation ceremony done. Now on to the professionals, where we have Vaibhav Nijaman, the team manager, motorsports, to give away the trophies. Coming in third, Kayan Zubin Patel did well before the start of the race. He did say that he will go on an attack. Attack he did, but in the end, just falling a little short. Coming in second, Navneet Kumar. What a terrific race. What an effort from him. And the race winner, Anish Damodar Shetty. He did ever so well to take that race win. Vaibhav Nijaman handing over the trophy to Kayan Zubin Patel for his second runner-up finish, third place finish for him. And now hands it over to Navneet Kumar for his second place finish. Did so well, did Navneet. And now the winner's trophy handed over by Vaibhav Nijaman, team manager motorsports, to none other than Anish Damodar Shetty. His perfect record continues in the Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup. Those are your winners of the professional category. We have Anish Damodar Shetty at the top. Then you've got Navneet and Kayan Zubin Patel, and Vaibhav striking a pose as well there. Right, then that's the presentation ceremony done for the Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup. And as you can see, up next, it's the JK Tyre Novice Cup coming your way. This will be a 10-lap race, very exciting. These young kids, and they will have a right crack at each other for a race win. Will be very interesting how Abhijit Vadavali starts. Remember the first race we had yesterday in this category, his car just stalled, just couldn't go, and he would be hoping that doesn't happen this time round. He is starting at pole position, so it won't